Love that. All right. Pick up the running test. Okay, we got running test. This has the original 567 in it. This still has a 567 and in the 645.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have the 645 power assemblies. You put the 567 back in it. So it's kind of, it's original that way,
1500.
Yeah, 1500. See, all the other ones had the 567 block with the 645 power assembly.
Well, we
Make them
discovered
1800. Like
I was in that crew that rehabbed
cars are crossing these two.
two.
5 cars are crossing.
5.
Three cars are crossing.
3.
2 cars. One car is crossing. Started. Hey man, we'll pick up this other guy. This other guy's on board.
Understood.
You're clear. 10 more on the You're clear another 8 cars, 82. You have a white and yellow switch line removed.
Understood. Switch the line, Larry. But that turntable, it has, we got this grant as, I think, was it Denver's or Jim or somebody was talking about.
Clear. 15 more.
One of them things we go, 15, we go down, the governor's office called and we went down. And so he says, there's Joe Manchin, who's now our senator. If you know this guy, he's just a little bit, he's not the greatest role, but he can't do it. And he says, I know you guys
Clear.
think,
6 more cars, 82.
clear 6. I know you guys are looking for money. He says, I have $125,000. And he says, use it any way you want.
Lanes crosses protected. Clear 20 cars.
Clear 20. And,
Have a green switch.
great. And so we said, well, we'd like to get that turntable put in that pit. So we go to the development authority and say, yeah, that's a great idea. Go ahead and do it. So some friends of mine had come around and we know about this turntable out there and in Chicago at the Belton Railway, they're taking it up and they're going to scrap it. So we got it for like 10 grand or something. And CSX made a special train. Okay, kind of pulled in all our markers. Second. 15. And get it moved here. Dig the pit out, which was covered,
Good roll back.
Good robot, thank you, Mark. And go to put it in, and they say, oh wait, you have to have, before you do that, we got to have an engineer look at main thing is in this larger project, just include that to buy it off of these people because they've been making all kinds of issues for screwing over environmental stuff. Now, what are we gonna do with it? I have no clue because they don't want it. They want a $1.2 million for that piece of property.
Clear 30 more.
We're not gonna pay them that. 30.
Yeah, no.
We're not gonna pay them $1.2 million for property.
Division train 2 departing north yard limit westbound. Coming out.
That's that kind of wine. You hear that wine? The rest of them don't have it. I don't know what that is. It just sounds cool on this thing.
What do they want to use that property for?
Put the roundhouse back.
I mean, the people.
They want money. Too much money. Too much money. That's all right. It's not over yet. That's an avowed Irishman. 7/8. It's not over yet. I may not have any money, but we'll figure it out. It'll be all right. It's just like the first time we're going to run these trains because the state buys a railroad, has no clue what to do with it. We submit a bid says we'll run trains on the whole railroad. We win. Nobody else did that. We won. Okay. So now the only piece of railroad was open was from Belington to Elkins. There was a blown out culvert down that way and some other issues, and the whole thing was flooded that way. So I went to Elkins to the same outfit and said I needed them to buy some land or to let us use some land that was adjacent to the track. So I'm making this presentation for 11. One guy who is now, this is in 1998, he's now a stockholder and a very big supporter. I'm not going to say his name. Stands up and says, "Excuse me."
Crossing is clear 82.
Say again.
Crossing is clear.
Crossing clear. He stands up and says, "Mr. Smith, excuse me, and I don't mean to be insulting, but he says, why do you think anybody's going to come here and ride these rusty old railroad tracks to nowhere?" I said, "Well, you don't think it's a good idea." And one of the other guys starts laughing again. I said, "Well, it's a joke, but we won't do it." Okay? So at the Belington Town Council, I said, "Oh man, we'd love to have this train." That's how all that got started, Belington. I said, "Okay." So we get line up the governor and all this
Clear crossing 82.
Where? We line up the governor, all these other people. Like 150 senators, everybody I can think of to fight. Started in Belington and came to Elkins, turned around on the way and went back. Front page headlines. Elkins loses chance at torque train. Yes! Next thing you know, they're building the bridge. Where? Yep, next thing you know, they're building this $2 million bridge.
You have to play their game.
Well, that's what we're doing right now. The only thing is, we're bluffing with Queen High and not even a pair. They got a full house, I just don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, but sometimes that wins.
Yeah.
Crossing is clear ahead. About 8 cars.
Roger, crossing 8 cars. One of the other things, when we got this contract, they didn't expect...
You don't know, they were stopped out here at the salt unloading to let these folks for a one-by.
Okay, are we stopping down at the curb below the salt building, or are we stopping right here?
Stopping at the crossing there at the salt building, then we'll run the train down the other side of the curve and bring it back.
Right, south end of the salt building there, right?
Yeah, right there, we'll let the folks off. Then once they're off, we'll take the train, we'll back the train down around the corner and bring it back east.
Understood.
So you're going to spot it from up there? I need you to spot the, well, yeah, I can spot, yeah. I understand that I have a spot, that's correct. Understood.
Anybody to bid on it, okay? going to operate it, they really anticipated that it would go to scrap. Because they paid $6 million, it's worth $20 million. So when we were at the meetings, the only person who wasn't a scrapper was me. All right, so we win the bid. There's a long story about that. Fist fights in the whole 9 yards. Anyway, we win this bid, okay? And as we're getting ready to start, I get this certified mail from the Attorney General's office saying that, you know, they're going to throw me in jail and fine us $1 million, all this other stuff. Because there's some obscure law, you know, they're used to not allow us to run the trains. Well, I got to thinking about that. One of the two attorneys says, oh no, we don't touch that. So I do have a
green switch, green switch.
Green switch, and we're going to stop there somewhere right around that crossing. Is that right?
Correct.
And
There are two passes with this.
2 passes, you say?
Correct.
Understood.
That way, the still start raining Belington, they've had a chance to get the photos.
This is great.
I'm going to get about 2 cars.
2 cars.
Two from here.
That's yours from here. Yeah. That's our latest addition, is there?
One coach.
1.
There's 2, that's a half a coach. 20 feet. 10 feet. Okay, we're going to stop like this movie box.